Welcome to the TripNavigo channel. Today we're taking you to the sunny Balearic Islands. We're visiting the capital of Mallorca, Palma de Mallorca. Subscribe to the TripNavigo channel and stay with us until the end of this episode. Discover what's worth seeing in Palma and why Mallorca is so much more than just beaches. And for more inspiration, fun facts, and travel discounts, visit our website, TripNavigo. We're in the heart of Palma, at King Juan Carlos I Square, known locally as Plaça del Rei Joan Carlos I. This elegant square is often the starting point for walks through the city's historic center. Surrounded by luxury boutiques and cafes, it leads directly to one of the most iconic avenues in Palma, Paseo del Borne. Paseo del Borne is a majestic promenade lined with plane trees, ornate lanterns, and plenty of benches. Once a site for parades and royal ceremonies, today it's a relaxed space where life flows to the rhythm of the southern sun. You'll find high-end fashion brands, atmospheric restaurants, and street art here. It's the perfect place to feel the elegant atmosphere of Palma, a blend of history, culture, and contemporary style. One of the biggest symbols of Palma and all of Mallorca is the impressive Seu Cathedral, a true gem of Mediterranean Gothic architecture. Its construction began in the 13th century on the site of a former mosque and continued for several centuries. The result? A monumental church over 100 meters long, with a massive facade and one of the highest Gothic naves in the world. What makes Seu special is also its location, right by the sea, offering an incredible view over Palma Bay. We'll return to the cathedral to explore its interior. Right next to the majestic Seu stands another symbol of royal presence on Mallorca, the royal palace of La Almudaina. This mighty structure was once a Moorish fortress, which was converted into a royal residence after King Joan I conquered the island. Interestingly, it still belongs to the Spanish royal family, and the King of Spain uses its apartments during official visits. La Almudaina enchants with its medieval character, stone cloisters, and a sober yet beautiful courtyard. Inside, you'll see historic halls, the Chapel of St. Anne, and terraces overlooking the sea and Palma's harbor. It's a fascinating place where Muslim heritage meets Christian rule and Spanish majesty. Let's return for a moment to the heart of Palma, to the stunning interior of Seu Cathedral, which is just as impressive as its facade. As soon as you enter, you'll feel like you're stepping into a temple of light. That's thanks to the enormous Gothic windows and the famous rose window, one of the largest in the world, measuring 13 meters in diameter. When the morning sun shines through the colorful glass, the entire nave glows with rainbow reflections. This light spectacle is especially breathtaking around the equinox, when the sunlight forms geometric patterns. The cathedral's interior is full of grandeur, a nave over 40 meters high, supported by slender, soaring columns. The vaults resemble a delicate web of stone, and the vast space leaves a lasting impression. There are also modern additions worth noting, such as a chapel designed by Miguel Barceló, the Spanish artist who created a surreal mosaic inspired by the biblical miracle of the loaves and fishes. Let's also mention Gaudí, who introduced Art Nouveau elements and designed part of the altar. For those who want to admire Palma from above, the cathedral rooftops are open to visitors. From the top, there's a panoramic view of the city, the harbor, and the Mediterranean Sea. A walk along the roof of a Gothic cathedral? That's an unforgettable experience. The view from Seu's rooftop is a true feast for the senses, a place that takes your breath away not only with its architecture, but also with its panoramic view of the city and coastline. Standing more than 40 meters up, you'll see the deep blue waters of the Mediterranean stretching to the horizon. Below, the marina glistens with white sails, and beyond that, the seafront promenade, with palm trees swaying in the breeze. Seu Cathedral is impressive not only inside and from above, but also in its architectural details outside, especially the courtyard and colonnades around the cathedral complex. The courtyard is a tranquil, enclosed space framed by Gothic and Renaissance arcades. We now leave the monumental walls of Seu and head towards more charming corners of Palma. We're walking towards Plaza de Cort and the famous olive tree, Oliveira de Cort. This area is the true heart of the old town. Suddenly, we step onto a spacious, sunlit square. This is Plaza de Cort. In the center is one of Palma's symbols, a massive, twisted olive tree known as Oliveira de Cort. It's not just a popular photo spot, but also a natural monument. Legend has it the tree is several hundred years old and was brought here from the Pollença area. Its gnarled trunk is a reminder of the island's long and vibrant history. The town hall is also located on the square. Just next to Plaza de Cort and the iconic Oliveira de Cort tree stands one of Palma's most important churches, Església de Santa Eulàlia, or the Church of Saint Eulàlia. This church holds special significance for Mallorcans. It was here, in the 14th century, that the coronation of King Joan II was proclaimed. Continuing our walk through the historic center of Palma, we arrive at one of the city's most remarkable churches, the Basilica of St. Francis, or Basilica de Sant Francesc. It's a place full of silence, spirituality, and art. Built in the Gothic style, its richly decorated portal and delicate Baroque details date back to the 17th century. The basilica's massive silhouette dominates the small square, where the only sounds are birdsong and the gentle trickle of a fountain. Inside, the basilica stuns with its vast space. A high nave, massive vaults, and warm light filtering through ornamental windows. It's here you'll find the tomb of one of Mallorca's most important spiritual figures, Ramon Llull, the medieval philosopher, poet, and mystic, resting in an ornate chapel. Be sure to visit the inner cloister too, a courtyard lined with palm trees and columns. It's a peaceful haven where time seems to slow down. The Basilica of St. Francis is not only a monument, but a living testimony to Mallorca's history as a crossroads of cultures, religions, and ideas. Stay with us on TripNavigo to discover more gems of Spain and Europe. On the TripNavigo website, you'll find guides, fun facts, and a newsletter with travel discounts. Now we approach one of Palma's most intriguing and unusual buildings, Can Forteza Rey. It's a true jewel of modernist architecture, often called the little sister of Gaudi's works, though Antoni Gaudí himself didn't design it. The building was constructed in 1913. Its designer was Lluís Forteza Rey, an architect and sculptor from Mallorca, who created it as a manifesto of his artistic vision, drawing inspiration from Catalan modernism and Art Nouveau. The style of Can Forteza Rey is a mix of modernism, Art Nouveau, and fantastical Art Deco. It immediately catches the eye. We now reach one of the liveliest spots in Palma, PlaçaMajor, the city's main square. This is where the heart of Palma beats, a large rectangular square surrounded by symmetrical yellow buildings with green shutters and arcades. Their regularity and elegance create a harmonious space that reflects the Spanish lifestyle, open, vibrant, and sunny. PlaçaMajor is a meeting place for locals and tourists alike, with cafes, craft stalls, and street performers. Our walk through Palma now leads us to one of its hidden but charming gems, the Convent de Sant Antoniet, or the Convent of St. Anthony. This small monastery, located near Plaça Major, served as a spiritual refuge in the very center of the bustling city for centuries. Just like Barcelona, Palma de Mallorca also has its own La Rambla, less famous, but just as charming and full of local character. The word Rambla comes from Arabic and means dry riverbed or valley, which later evolved into the term for a boulevard or promenade. In Palma's case, La Rambla was built on the former bed of a stream that once ran through the city. Today, Palma's La Rambla is an elegant tree-lined avenue stretching from Porta Pintada to the Teatre Principal and Plaza Major. Rows of plane trees provide cool shade in summer, and stalls with flowers, books, and newspapers line the sidewalks, just like in traditional Spanish promenades. The surrounding buildings, from the late 19th and early 20th centuries, feature elegant balconies, wrought iron railings, and large windows. They were once homes of the bourgeoisie and now house bookstores, art galleries, antique shops, and classic cafes. La Rambla is where daily life meets old town charm, a great place for a stroll, a moment of rest, and people watching. Our walk continues to one of the greenest and most romantic places in Palma, L'Hort del Rey, or the King's Garden. It's a charming park located at the foot of the royal palace of La Almudaina. Next, we visit a unique spot, Plaza de la Autoritat Portuària, and the monument to Ramon Llull. Llull was a true Mallorcan, a pioneer of symbolic logic, writer, traveler, and a visionary of interfaith dialogue. His monumental statue, depicted holding an open book, looks out toward the sea and the port, reminding us of the island's spiritual legacy. Plaza de la Autoritat Portuària offers a perfect view of the southern facade of the cathedral. The monumental mass of the church looks even more majestic from the green moat and park paths. But there's also a surprise here. In the cathedral moat, you'll spot a fake crocodile. It's a quirky attraction referencing an old city legend about a beast once living in Palma's underground. Though it's now just a sculpture, many curious passers-by still peer over the railings to see if the monster is still lurking in the shadows. Now we take you to one of the most surprising and unique places in Palma, Poble Espanyol de Mallorca, or the Spanish Village. This extraordinary architectural complex was built in the second half of the 20th century to showcase the diversity of Spain's architectural styles, all in one place. It's like a miniature Spain in the heart of Mallorca. On an area of about 6,000 square meters, you'll find over 40 reconstructions of buildings, squares, courtyards, and palaces, all recreated with meticulous attention to detail. As you stroll through Poble Espanyol, you'll travel through Andalusia, Castile, Aragon, the Basque Country, and Catalonia, all in a matter of minutes. You'll see a miniature of Granada's Alhambra, a courtyard from Cordoba's palace, Castilian watchtowers, and even a replica of the Patio de los Arrayanes. There are also religious elements like chapels and arches typical of Romanesque and Gothic architecture. The entire space was designed not only to recreate monuments, but also to capture the character of local towns. Cobbled streets, ceramic decorations, iron balconies, and regional plants. Poble Espanyol also hosts exhibitions, concerts, and cultural events, and inside you'll find craft galleries, souvenir shops, and event spaces. It's the perfect attraction for those short on time who want to experience the richness and variety of Spain, great for families and architecture lovers alike. Palma de Mallorca is a city full of surprises. The majestic Seu Cathedral, the royal Almudaina Palace, charming squares, modernist buildings, and shaded gardens where history meets daily life. It's a place to enjoy architecture, art, and the Mediterranean atmosphere, just steps away from the sea. Is it worth visiting Palma and all of Mallorca? Absolutely. It's one of Europe's most beautiful islands, full of contrasts, from a bustling city to charming mountain villages to wild beaches and spectacular cliffs. Don't miss other spots on Mallorca. On our TripNavigo PL channel, we also take you to scenic Soler, artistic Valdemosa, the stunning Formentor Peninsula, the market town of Sinu, traditional Montuiri, peaceful and authentic Arta, and the popular resort of Port d'Alcúdia. Get ready for your trip to Mallorca with TripNavigo. Check out our Mallorca playlist with video guides, tips, and inspiration for every day of your stay. Subscribe to our channel, leave a comment telling us which place impressed you the most, and visit our website, tripnavigo.pl, where extra content, downloadable PDF guides, fun facts, and a travel discounts newsletter await. See you on the Mallorca Trail.